Alright, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalam Nabi Muhammad wa alihi washabihi ajma'in. Ambabad, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi sa lahat ng ating mga taga-subaybay, taga-tangkilik at taga-panood ng ating munting kaalaman patungkol sa safety. So now, ito naman po ang inyong lingkod, ang Safety Andian. So another episode, another kaalaman na naway matutunan ng ating mga safety aspirants at magiging review na rin sa ating mga safety professional. At gaya ng sinasabi natin, ito ay based lamang sa ating mga experience at the same time, of course, marami po tayong mga expert patungkol sa field of safety. Andyan yung mga expert natin. So, maaari silang magbahagi at mag-comment sa ating YouTube channel sa bawat video. So, free po ninyo ibahagi ang inyong mga kaalaman din po para mabigyan natin ng linaw o mas lalo pa natin mabigyan ng magandang kaalaman ang ating mga kapwa safety professional or ating mga safety aspirant na gusto pasukin ang field of safety. So by the way, once again, our topic for today is about lifting operations key personnel. So yan. So napakahalaga po malalaman natin sino-sino ba yung mga key person during lifting operation. Kasi bakit po? Maraming mga aksidente na nangyayari during lifting. Tandaan po natin, kapag mayroon pong lifting, ay kinoconsider natin ito na high risk. Okay? Lalo na pag we are using crane at lalo na kapag mga mabibigat yung mga bubuhatin at lalo na kapag malapit sa mga existing utilities, facilities at sa mga overhead power cable. So napaka high risk po nito at higit sa lahat kapag prone po ito sa mga malapit sa mga pedestrian o sa mga maraming tao. So dapat malaman natin kung paano natin i-secure yung area during operation at sino ba ang dapat mangunguna dito. So ito yung topic natin, pag-usapan natin yung mga key personnel during sa lifting operation at ano ba ang mga responsibility nila at sino-sino ba sila. Okay? So let's go. Okay, let's proceed mga guys. Okay, lifting operation key personnel. Of course, mayroon tayong tinatawag na mga appointed competent person. Not only a competent, but if they are certified, that is much better. Okay? But the competent person, it's either he is an engineer or he is a qualified and well experienced with regards of lifting operation. So pwede po yun kahit yung mga hindi man siya engineer, as long as he is nominated a competent person and he has a good experience with regards of lifting operation, so he is considered as a competent person. So ano ba ang dapat or ano ba ang trabaho ng competent person? Of course, the competent person, he will assist and plan all lifts with regards to selection of crane and lifting tackle, load, instruction and supervision during lifting operation. Yan ang magiging trabaho niya. So siya yung dapat mag-assist at ng mga plan during lifting. Okay? Ano ba yung mga plan na yun? Preparation, kung anong crane ang gagamitin. Okay? At dapat yung crane na gagamitin ay in good condition. Isa yan ang titignan niya. And then yung mga lifting tackle, yung load na bubuhatin, instruction and supervision, siya yan, sa kanya yan. And be in overall control of all lifting operations. Kasi nandun siya dapat. I-assist din niya yung another key person mamaya. I-discuss natin mamaya. So, dito muna tayo sa appointed competent person. Then, he should ensure that an effective procedure is in place for inspection and maintenance of all lifting operation equipment. And he should ensure that an effective procedure is a plan or for reporting of defects and all subsequent remedial actions for all lifting operation equipment. So lahat ng mga, kung mayroong mga defective or ineffective or ang tawag nito, yung mga hindi na pwedeng gagamitin na mga lifting equipment, yung lifting tackles natin, yung lifting what do you call of this? Lifting sling na gagamitin. So yan, isa yan sa responsibility niya or responsibilidad niya. So yan, be present on site for all times during lifting. Okay? And he is authorized to cancel and postpone lifts if there are safety concerns. He have the rights to postpone the lifts, or you have the right to stop the lifting operation. Okay, in short. Then next, who is the other key person? Of course, the crane operator. Okay? The crane operator should hold a valid and in-date heavy equipment operator's license. Okay, dapat may heavy equipment certification siya or lisensya siya na according doon sa requirements sa ating client. It's either he is certified by third party or according doon sa client certification. Like for example, here in Aramco, ang mga heavy equipment operator he shall be licensed or certified by Aramco, not from any third party. Okay, ganun po dito sa Saudi Aramco company or sa client natin. So he should be trained to operate the specific crane by examination and hold current approved certificate or license from an approved and international recognized source or training provider pag kailangan or ano ng third party. At sa Aramco, mayroon silang sariling department na nag-approve ng mga operator, cranes, any staff or personnel na kailangan ng approval of Aramco. So mayroon mga ganon, like work permit receiver, kailangan Aramco approval. Then, he should be a competent and authorized to operate the crane, be physically fit and capable of operating the crane safely, and he is authorized to cancel also, to postpone the lifts kapag pinilit siya at alam naman niya na hindi kakayanin ng crane niya. So he have the right to stop or to postpone the operation. Yun, yan din ang isa sa responsibility ng crane operator. Of course, sa crane operator, kailangan specific yung certificate niya, kung anong nakalagay yun. Halimbawa, Tadano, Terex, yan yung mga brand ng crane na ano niya, or Caterpillar, yan ang mga brand na ano niya, kung ilang tons, kung 10 tons lang siya, 20 tons, or 80 tons, 60 tons, 100 tons, 1,000 tons, yun, nakalagay yun doon sa certificate niya, or lisensya niya. So, once again, this operator have the right to postpone or to stop the job if there is any safety concern. Next, banksman, slingers or riggers. Yan, in short, rigger. Okay? The rigger should be trained and experienced and hold a current approved certificate, license from approved and internationally recognized training provider or source. So once again, sa kaalaman ng lahat, dito sa Saudi Aramco, sa client natin, hindi po nagtatanggap ng mga rigger na from third party. Any third party na approve din nila. But sa rigger, hindi na po sila tumatanggap. Kailangan yung license or certificate nila coming from Saudi Aramco. Okay? So, be able to determine the weight, center of gravity, and characteristic of load. Siya yung dyan, in charge niyan. Be able to inspect and determine whether associate lifting equipment and damage. Isa rin siya. Or siya yung pinaka responsible dyan. Doon sa competent person nominated, nag-i-inspect din sila, nag-i-inspect din siya. Okay? Yan yung trabaho nila na dapat nilang gampanan. Na-ensure nila yung lahat ng mga lifting gear or lifting tackle or mga gagamitin during lifting operation ay kailangan in good condition. And then he should be familiar with different and correct slinging techniques. Alam niya yan kung ano mga technique during slinging, during lifting. So he should know the correct hand signals. Yan. International hand signal. Dapat alam niya. Alam din ng mga rigger yan. So I'm sure alam din talaga nila yan kapag mayroon silang certification. Okay? And he is also authorized to cancel or postpone the lifts of their safety concern. And other also responsibility of the crane or the rigger, he is the one also to preparing critical lifting plan kapag mayroong critical lift na magaganap. So he should be the one to prepare this critical lifting plan. Okay? Dagdag natin yan sa ating rigger. Yan talaga ang pinaka isa sa trabaho niya, yung critical lifting plan. Okay? So, in summary, yung tatlong ito, dapat magsama ito during operation. At lahat ng unauthorized person, hindi dapat papasok doon sa vicinity or sa area ng during lifting operation. And then, how about safety? Hindi ba siya kasama? Safety is only to observe and supervise during lifting operation. Dapat hindi ka rin papasok dun sa pabayaan mo sila yung ang tayo lamang before mag-start yung lifting operation, i-ensure natin yung competent person na nominated ay he is competent enough. Alam ba niya yung trabaho na yan? And then i-ensure natin yung rigger ay certified, pati yung operator, yan lang trabaho natin. And then, of course, i-double check natin lahat ng mga safety tackle, safety gear, or safety lifting gear, equipment na gagamitin nila. And also the crane itself, na kailangan natin i-double check kung ito ba ay in good condition. And then, inspected ba ito ng third party. So, good maintenance. Wala bang mga tumatagas na mga So, isa ito, tinitingnan natin. Alam ng key person, itong tatlong key person na to, alam nila kung ano ang mga safety requirements or procedure during lifting operation. So, tayo mga safety, double check na lang tayo, and then mag-observe tayo. Kapag mayroon din tayong mga ma-observe na hindi maganda during operation, pwede tayo mag-stop sa kanilang activity. Okay? Kapag mayroon silang na-bypass o mga hindi na-implement na mga procedure ng lifting operation, so we have the right, safety officer, to stop immediately during operation. Okay? Pwede natin sabihin na suspend muna natin yung activity, i-check natin kung anong nangyayari or ano pang dapat i-improve. Yan, suspend muna ng ilang oras. Pero pag napaka high risk ang observation natin or pwedeng nakikita natin, ay stop it immediately. Okay? So yan lamang po, naway itong munting kaalaman natin patungkol sa safety ay makakatulong po lalo na sa ating mga safety advocate and mga safety aspirant. So once again po, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and pindutin nyo na rin po ang notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa ating mga gagawing mga kaalaman patungkol sa safety. So maraming salamat po. Once again, saludo ako sa lahat ng mga safety advocate. Kayo yung mga tao na kung saan nagbibigay ng education sa ating mga workers. Kayo yung mga tao o tayo yung mga inasahan na para ma-prevent o ma-minimize natin na ma-injured or even fatality na mangyayari o mga incident na mangyayari sa ating construction site o sa ating mga working area. So maraming salamat po. Salute sa lahat ng mga safety advocate. Bye-bye.